Technical difficulties and an overall uninspired program were the themes of this year's Golden Globes, hosted by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Kevin Mazur, Getty Images for Hollywood Foreign Press Association hide caption toggle caption Kevin Mazur, Getty Images for Hollywood Foreign Press Association Technical difficulties and an overall uninspired program were the themes of this year's Golden Globes, hosted by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Kevin Mazur, Getty Images for Hollywood Foreign Press Association. In any given year, awards season viewers are doing some combination of reveling in the booze-filled loosey-goosey nature of the Golden Globes while bemoaning the ostensible arbitrariness of many of its nominees and winners. Do you recall the movie Salmon Fishing in the Yemen? 3 nods in 2012, including Best Picture. And really, the Kominsky method beat out shows like Barry and The Good Place for Best TV Drama in 2019? How? The mood going into this year's Globes ceremony was different, however, and not just because the producers had COVID-related logistics to work out for a mostly virtual event. Just a few days earlier, the Los Angeles Times published 2 investigations looking into the inner workings of the mysterious Hollywood Foreign Press Association, an organization of 87 journalists who vote on the awards. Those exposés unveiled a number of details which suggest the Globes are more frivolous and corrupt than even the most cynical among us may have considered. Among the reveals, a number of HFPA members were fabulously flown into France and wined and dined for a set visit to Emily in Paris, the wildly popular but critically reviled show which received 3 head-scratching nominations. Also, there are currently 0 black members in the HFPA. On Sunday night, the ceremony addressed the diversity PR nightmare head-on, first via the opening banter between returning co-hosts Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, who were broadcast from the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills and the Rainbow Room in New York City, respectively. Sprinkled in between jokes about the differences between movies and television and an acknowledgement of the pandemic first responders in the audience, were cracks about the HFPA's membership, around 90 international, no black, journalists, a couple of whom might be ghosts, and a more serious admission that worthy black performances and creators were overlooked this year. And a bit later in the evening, 3 members of the HFPA emerged from obscurity to pledge that the organization felt bad about all the negativity publicity and would commit to doing better about inclusion going forward. There was no mention of whether or not all expenses paid trips to fancy cities on a Hollywood studio's dime was also being reconsidered. Once the awards giving kicked off, it was often a bumpy ride. While presenters appeared in person in either New York or LA, nominees attended remotely from their respective homes.